Welcome to my channel, Sandy Toe Tarot. If you've never been here before, welcome back to my channel. If you have been here before, my name is Laura. I do tarot readings on this channel. Lately, I've been doing a lot of pick a card readings, and today I'm going to do another yes or no pick a card reading. I've been trying to do one once a week to keep them fresh out there because everybody has new questions all the time. You guys seem to like the yes or no. I like doing them, so why not? If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and feel free to share my videos with anybody that you think might be interested, or if you hear something and it reminds you of somebody, that's maybe usually an indication, yeah, maybe they can benefit from it. Go ahead and shoot the video to them. If you're interested and you have not already done so, please do subscribe to this channel. There should be a red subscribe underneath the video somewhere. You just hit that and you will have subscribed to the channel. Completely free to subscribe to a YouTube channel, but hit that bell and then you'll be notified when I upload a new video. So as I said, you guys are, you know the drill by now. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this week's yes or no pick a card reading. Welcome back, guys. These are going to be your choices for this week's yes or no pick a card reading. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. On pile 1, brown Jasper. On pile 2, Malachite. On pile 3, Garnet. And on pile 4, Sodalite. I am going to tell you all the meanings of the crystals this time. So I can, partly for me, so I can start learning these things by heart instead of using my cheat sheet. All right, so you guys think of your question before you choose your pile. You can choose your pile any way that you want to, whatever works for you. Some people choose by stone, some people just choose by number. Some people just close their eyes and take a few deep breaths, and then when they open their eyes, whichever pile they're drawn to is the one that they choose. Some people choose by the time stamp in the description box below. But however you do it is the right way for you. Again, this is a yes or no reading, so you think of the question and then choose the pile that's speaking to you that you think is going to answer that question. Again, this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Make your choice, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome back, pile 1. These are going to be your messages for the yes or no pick a card. So the brown Jasper is connected to earth, kind of has an earthy vibe to it. So it does encourage ecological awareness. It brings stability and balance and dissolves fear, anger, and panic. All right. Let's see if we can find a definitive answer, yes or no. I do have to warn you, sometimes it is a maybe. The oracles, I think I'll wait for a second on those. I went back to my 25-year-old Rider-Waite deck. Went back home on this one. So, for the tarot, we have the Hermit card, the Page of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. Just to further clarify these and help us get a yes or no, I picked 2 Druid Tarot. We got the Chariot, 4 of Wands. Okay, so this is very interesting. This is almost like a home adventure split here. Like the decision is about, do I want to travel or do I want to buy a house and settle down? So let's talk this through. We got the Hermit card here, which is the card of going within. It can be a card of a loner or a homebody. So it definitely fits with this card. The Four of Wands is the card of home. It's a card of happy home. It kind of represents celebrations in the home and happiness in the home. We are coming up on the holidays. Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming up. So it does kind of indicate a celebration, but home is the focus here. This is the 1111 portal, which generally means that you are manifesting, you have a direct line to manifest. So definitely be putting your intentions out there for what it is that you do want. But again, this card is going within, retreating from the world to find answers. And then once you find answers, then you can shine a light for everybody else to follow. This card is... The Chariot is a card of travel. It's a card of balancing opposing forces. So maybe the forces, this kind of indicates travel to me too. The Page of Wands is, first of all, it's a minor arcana for Sagittarius, which, by the way, we are entering Sagittarius pretty soon. Maybe this week. I'll check on that though. That might be next week. But it is a card of vitality and good news. It's a card of adventures. It's a card of taking up one of those wands and going out into the world to have an exciting adventure. Again, the Chariot card can be a card of travel. It is a card of balancing opposing forces. It's got a black horse and a white horse here. She's keeping it between the lines, basically. And that's kind of what this card's saying. I'm balancing this and that. With my sheer willpower, I'm able to move forward through this experience. The last card, tarot, that you got is the Seven of Cups. This is a card of pie in the sky. It's a card of having so many options to choose from. Sometimes you cannot make a decision. This, the message of this card is pick one. Yes, you can have anything that you set your mind to, but you're all over the place in your desires. So pick one and go with it. You can maybe change your mind later, but for now, you need to focus on one thing. Focus, willpower, balance. Another meaning for this card is, see this right here, this person, that's a person popping out of that cup. Sometimes this card means a surprise person is coming into your life. That can be a baby, like an unexpected pregnancy. I don't necessarily see other cards that say that, except maybe this home celebration at home card. But it can also be like a new lover that's coming into your life. It could be that you meet a new person that helps you in whatever endeavors you have going on right now. It's just a surprise person that's coming into you. Okay. With all that said, I think this is a yes. I don't see anything here that says no. I do think that you're kind of weighing the pros and cons of something. You're weighing you got a couple of dreams going on here. One represents travel, fun, and adventure to you, and the other represents a home life. So this card is saying you're gonna have to make a decision. You're gonna have to pick one. Which one do you want? I'm going to look at these cards and see if we get some more advice. Okay, so the question I asked for the Angel and Ancestors Oracle card is, what words of wisdom do you have for pile one? And you got Elders, move beyond ancestral patterns. And the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck, I asked the question, what action can pile one take? What does pile one need to do? And you got the card Passion and Pleasure, savor your life. Okay, here's what I'm picking up on, actually, by the way, you guys. I'm going to get a clarifier. I just need one card tarot clarifier here. just want to clarify this whole reading, actually. One more tarot, please. Okay. I feel like this is a yes. So I don't necessarily know what the question was, but this is definitely a yes. The Ten of Pentacles is a happy family card, actually. It represents generations of family. Like in the regular tarot deck, the Ten of Pentacles, there are usually, it's depicted like several generations of family around the table or around the homestead, celebrating and enjoying life. And again, homestead, right? Wild yam. This is the herbal tarot. I don't know what the wild yam may mean, but if you're interested in herbs. So again, we got a homestead here. We got a homestead here. So there's something about the home. The question for a lot of you is something about the home, and I feel like it might be a debate that's going on within you. And there's just this dichotomy of adventure, fun, and home, and trying to balance those two. Even this, move past ancestral patterns. This tells me that you are struggling with, okay, what were your ancestors like? Were they gypsies and that was the lifestyle that they chose? Or were they home-loving people that make a house and a home and they stay there for generations and generations? Whichever one your ancestors were, this is telling you to move past the programming. If life was not worth living unless you were out being a gypsy and traveling the world and seeing things, and you want a home, this is saying, yes, you can have the home. You can go for the home. If your ancestral pattern is, we settle down, we make a home in a particular part of the world, we settle down, we raise our families, and you're wondering, can I have adventures? The answer is yes, you can have adventures. I think the message of this card is you can have it all. Think outside of the box. When it comes to your life, when you're sitting there manifesting and daydreaming about what it is that you want, don't limit it to what my people have always done. You can have a home and raise your family there, and also go out on adventures with your family and take them with you. Generations of family out traveling and having adventures and fun. If your family was gypsies, out traveling around and having fun all the time, no roots, this is saying you can lay down some roots and live a quiet life where the home is and hearth is the most important thing, and you contemplate life. You're not always moving around all the time. But you can do that and also have adventures too. Whatever it is that you want, this is saying yes, and this is saying think outside of the box. Let go of ancestral patterns. Whatever it is that you want, you can have it. You create the life that you want. What are you daydreaming about? What is the life that you would want to live? Figure out what that is, and figure out how to make it all work exactly the way that you want it to work, and then savor your life. Enjoy the moments of your life. Enjoy the travel. Enjoy the time that you're at home. Just learn to be very passionate about all the blessings that you have been given. Okay, as far as astrology, we have Virgo, represented by the Hermit here. Sagittarius, represented by the Page of Wands. And we have Cancer, represented by the Chariot. So you may be one of those signs, someone you're asking about or that's involved in this situation may be one of those signs, or they can also be timings, particularly this one. Okay, Sagittarius starts November 22nd, so we are coming up on that this week. So that might have something to do with your question as far as the timing is concerned. The Hermit is the end of August, beginning of September. That's the time for Virgo. So it's either next August, September, or this is something that you've been contemplating since August or September. The Chariot time frame is late June, early July. So if you are contemplating travel and getting out there, that might be a time frame for that. Okay, that's all I have for pile ones. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, guys. If you chose pile 2 with the Malachite, these are going to be your messages for the yes or no. Pick a card. Let's talk about this Malachite first. It's kind of pretty. It's green. Nice green stone. So it does kind of, because it is green, kind of represents the healing green of nature. So it promotes healing, peace, and balance. It enhances wisdom and intuition and brings abundance and good fortune. So that's the Malachite if you want to get one of those and put it in your pocket. I like green. All right, so let's just take a look at your cards here and see if we can get a definitive yes or no. I went back to my old Rider-Waite this week for tarot. We got the 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups. That's interesting. 2, 3, 4. The progression there. For further clarification, to get us to a yes or no, I chose a couple of Druid Craft tarot cards, and you got the 10 of Cups, and the Lover's card. Okay, this is a yes. This is a yes. This is a romance yes, you guys. There's some love here for you. Let's talk about this. The 2 of Cups is the beginning of a new relationship. Now, it can be a partnership. If the cards kind of are more about work and focus on money, it's generally a partnership. If the cards are more focused on love, cups, romance, then it's romance. This is definitely a relationship. It's a new relationship. But, okay, so you don't know how it's going to go, but the thing is, these 2 people are pretty compatible. So it's a coming together of 2 people that are pretty compatible that that relationship has a lot of promise. And again, you don't know how it's going to go, in the end, but in the beginning stages, it's really good. You've got this 3 of Pentacles here that looks like, well, the meaning of the card is working at a creative idea, basically. These people are down in the church. This guy has an idea. He's telling his trusted advisors only tell the people that you trust about this idea. And the message is that this is a very promising enterprise that you're working on here. 3 is creativity, so it's a creative idea that you have to make future abundance is what it is. So this card is saying it's very promising. Keep the information to as few people as possible. Just tell the people that you trust the most, because if you tell too many people, it might not happen. Someone might steal your idea. It's just best to keep it all to yourself right now. This card is interesting coming up here. It is the 4 of Cups, and it's actually a card of dissatisfaction. If you notice, he has 3 cups here. He's not really that impressed with any of them. He's being offered this 4th cup, and it is from the hand of the divine. If you see that there, this 4th cup is coming from the hand of God. This person doesn't necessarily know if they want it. They're kind of blah about it. It's like, and I usually read this as this is where this person is at. It doesn't say anything about these cups. These cups may be fantastic, but this person right here is just a little bit in a state of blah, so nothing looks good to them. Those 3 cups don't look good to them. That 4th cup that's actually being offered from God doesn't look good to them. They're just in a pretty blah state. So I think that's this partnership that's being offered to you, and you're kind of a little bit of blah about it, but from what these cards are saying, this is a really promising relationship. You got the Lovers card here, which can indicate a great new love relationship. It can also indicate a choice in love. And here again, I think this is being offered to you, and you have to make a decision as to whether you want to pursue that, or you want to pursue what I think is some kind of business venture that you want to go and do. For whatever reason, I feel like you think it's an either-or proposition. That may not even be true, but I think you feel that way. I think you don't know. You're going to have to make a choice, or you feel like you're going to have to make a choice between love and business. And in the end, I do feel like you want, deep down in your soul, you want the love, you want the family, you want the relationship thing. And maybe you just don't think that this is it. Could this give me the family, the relationship that I want long term? And this card is saying it absolutely can. It's yes. It's definitely yes. That's the 10 of Cups is a very happy family card. That's 10 cups. That's all the cups. It's like all the love, all the emotional satisfaction. But it is generations of family being together. 10 of Cups represents not just your nuclear family and that relationship, but posterity. It's I'm sorry, that's not true. The 10 of Cups is the nuclear family. Sorry, I was thinking of the 10 of Pentacles. That's the multiple generations. The 10 of Cups is actually the nuclear family. It's mother, father, and children. And so if you are wanting a family, this relationship can offer that to you. I think that you don't know. You're on the fence about it. You're like, I don't know if I want that or not. Maybe you don't even know if you want a family or not. And maybe you're thinking you would rather just focus on business, your business enterprise. But this is a beautiful relationship that has it all. That has passion, romance, a spirit of cooperation. It could be bring family to you, and that's not always family that you birth, right? It can be an extended family, but it's just this relationship is not only great for the people that involve, but it extends to a family in some form. That could be a family that you raise on your own, or it could be a family that you come into when you come into this relationship. Whatever it is, it's happy emotional times, not just for the principles of the relationship, but also an extended family. So for the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, I asked the question, just what guidance can you give to, what words of wisdom do you have for pile 2? What guidance can you provide? And you got Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. For the Sacred Traveler, I asked, what action can pile 2 take, or what can they do? You got cleansing waters, purification activates vibrant life force. So I know this card very intimately. I get it all the time. It just means use water almost as a meditative tool to relax you, to purify your energy, and that means you can go out in the rain and dance around in the rain. You can even take a shower. You can take a nice long bath. You can go swimming. It's just a card that says water can is kind of a reset, right? It kind of helps you to reset, to calm, to re-energize your life force. So you can use water in that way. Earth Mother, this is the card of birth. It's a card of birth, of creative ideas. But I have to tell you, in this particular case, I think it is a card of family. I think it's a card of giving birth in this particular reading, because of this. You got family, nuclear family here. You got a relationship here. So to me, in this particular reading, it can be just getting out in nature. So this is just good advice for everybody, right? Get out in nature and enjoy the abundance of nature. Maybe go swimming in the ocean. Maybe stand out and play or dance in the rain. Something about getting out in nature and letting that heal you as you work through this decision of what it is that you want to do. I think this is falling by the wayside a little bit. I think that desire for the business part of it, I think you'll probably still have that enterprise. You'll probably still have that business. It may come at a later date. But I just think it's something that you're putting by the wayside a little bit for this family, because you want this relationship and you want this nuclear family. So that's a yes for family, yes for love. Okay, that's all I have for pile 2s. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Okay, if you chose pile 3 with the garnet, these are going to be your messages for the yes or no. Pick a card. The garnet, it's a really, really, almost like a brown red stone, actually. It increases energy and strength, enhances courage and vitality, and provides protection. I like this stone because it is my birthstone. Okay, so let's see what we got here. See if we can come up with a definitive yes or no. I went back to my old 25-year-old tarot this week for the basic message. I actually wanted to pull 3 cards. You guys got 5, so we're going with it. These are the messages, so we're going to go with it. We got the 9 of Wands, the King of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the Judgment card, and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, just for further clarification from tarot, I chose a couple of Druid tarot. You got the Queen of Wands and the Six of Cups. I see the message here. I know what's happening, but I think whether it's a yes or no is going to depend on how you ask the question. So, let me just get one clarifier on this reading, just a general clarifier. Okay, this is a definite maybe. All right, that's what my question was. Is this a yes or no? Just a definitive, is this yes or no? It's a maybe. So, I think it depends on how you ask the question, maybe. All right, here's what's happening. I think that you're kind of in a situation that's not good here. I think it's a relationship. I think there's something going on, some deception or something. You're kind of battle worn from it. The King of Cups is a Cancer card. It could be just be an older gentleman that's very good with relationships, very good at relating. But there's some kind of hurt going on with this relationship. The Three of Swords can be a third party situation, but basically it's just emotional pain. It's emotional hurt. And I feel like that some of you are getting out of this relationship. The message of the Three of Swords is, or the good news of the Three of Swords is that it lances a wound that makes all of that stuff that's festering underneath the surface come out into the open so you can deal with it. Whatever that is that's been going on that's made you battle worn with this relationship, it is bursting open. So all that raw pain is just coming out. I feel like you have it out with this person, and you can deal with it because it is out in the open. And the reason I say that some of you are probably getting out of this situation is over here you've got some cards that look like a woman, a very happy, healthy woman, like the queen of her domain, but she is on her own. The Judgment card is like, it's basically saying, wake up to life. A new day is dawning. It's like time for a new day. You've been a little dead. See, these people are kind of in coffins here. They're coming out of the coffins. You've been, the Archangel is calling them to rise up and, what do you call it? Like, get with living, get busy living, because life is meant to be enjoyed, and you've kind of been a little bit in a state of low-grade deadness, and you're being called back to life, but you're being called back to life as a single woman. And this first of all, this Nine of Pentacles is a very prosperous card. It's the card of having it all. It's a wish fulfillment card. It's getting everything that your heart desires. Definitely living a life of abundance. Look at all the greenery that is around her, the plants, and there's a harvest. There is a beautiful harvest here. All these pentacles represent money. You got all the abundance that you could possibly need. The one thing is that this woman is a little wistful because she is alone. Okay. But other than that, she's very happy. It's a card of self-sufficiency, really. So she's very happy being alone. This queen here, the Queen of Wands, is kind of the coolest of all the queens. First of all, it is the card for Leo, which is a fire sign. So this woman is fiery. She's passionate. She's creative. But she's also very abundant. These are very similar people here. She's the queen of her domain. She's kind of, she always has her familiar underneath the chair. There's always a cat with this queen. But she's great with the family life. She has a great family life. She also has a great business sense. So she kind of pretty much has it all. This queen right here. She has it all. But she's creative, passionate, fiery, adventurous. So I think this is what you're being called to. You're being called to wake up to a life that makes you self-sufficient, but also makes you passionate about life again and adventurous and wanting to go out there and do things that are exciting and interesting. Here's what the Six of Cups is: a nostalgia card, and a lot of times it harkens back to our childhood. This guy standing in the window, he's looking at these children playing. He's very envious of the innocence of the children, and then just the fun that they don't have a care in the world. They're just out for fun. So I think what this is calling you to do, this right here. Most of you will be leaving this behind, and you'll be pursuing a life alone that is very abundant and very fun. And it might be worth your time to go back into your childhood and look at what passions and what fun things you wanted to pursue that has gotten by the wayside, that you haven't done for whatever reason. Find your passion again and go out and pursue it as a self-sufficient, very abundant woman. I do think I'm talking to mostly women here. These are just energies, though, so it can be a man with getting ready to pursue their more feminine sides. But I do feel like mostly I'm talking to women. Okay. For the Angels and Ancestors card, I asked the question, what advice can you give pile 3s? And you got High Priestess, harness mystic power. And for the Sacred Traveler card, I asked, what action can pile 3 take? What do they need to do? And you got Gates of Triumph, success expands in your life. Okay, so what you need to do, this tells me you don't need to do anything. You need to be in a receptive mode. Your life is beautiful. You have a great deal of abundance. Success is coming into you. You're waking up to life. Success is coming into you. You don't need to do anything, just enjoy it. And this High Priestess with this Queen of Wands, and this is all just saying to me, come into your power as a single woman, as a self-sufficient woman, with your passions and your desires, and harness that mystic power of the High Priestess, which all women have. All women are witches, right? We all have that intuition, again, with the cat. Is that Isis? I'm not really sure. Anyway, harness that power of the High Priestess, the divine feminine. That's what it is. This is where you're going to, this is where you're coming to, right? This is where you're going to right now. You're waking up to your power. You're waking up to your life, this abundant life that brings you everything that you desire, and then some, and passionate adventures, and an abundant home life with a great harvest, and a good spiritual life with the High Priestess here. We're talking about spirituality, intuition, goddess. And it's also like reminding you, this person remembers their youth and what drove them in their youth, what passions, what fun did they want to pursue. It's time to pursue that, is what this is saying. Let this go and pursue this. This does not mean that you are going to be alone forever, by the way. It just means you need to find the power within you first, and then you can move on to another relationship. Actually, there might be some fun relationships in here. But passion, fun, enjoyment, what you loved, what your inner child loves, those things are very important right now. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it with that for pile 3s. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste. Welcome back, you guys. If you chose pile 4 with the Sodalite, these are going to be your messages for the yes or no. Pick a card. So look at that. That Sodalite is really cool. It's a blue stone, and it's laced with white crystal. It's really pretty. But the Sodalite is kind of associated with the color of the heavens. It's associated with the third eye chakra, and it promotes harmony and balance. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out what your messages are here. These are Oracle. That's Oracle. So for the tarot, I went back to the old Rider-Waite. You got 4 of them. The 7 of Wands, the Page of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Star card. Just for further clarification, I picked up a couple of Druid Craft Tarot. So you got the Magician and the Hanged Man. Okay, this is a definite yes. The Star card is such a positive card. It's a card of hope. It's a card of wishes. It's a card of wish fulfillment when you wish upon a star. It's a card of happiness. It's definitely a card. It comes after the Tower moment, so it's definitely a card of hope, renewed hope. But it's just a very positive card. Major Arcana for Aquarius. So you also got the Magician, which tells me wishes coming true. The Magician is the Master Manifestor card. This card tells you that everything that you could possibly want, you have all the tools that are necessary to do whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever your goals are, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, all the tools are available to you. If you need money, you got Pentacles here. If you need clarity, good clarity of thought, you've got the Swords here. If you need help from other people, you got the Cup here representing relationships. The people will be there that you need to be there. The Wands kind of represents having the energy, having the passion for it, having the creative ideas for it. Whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, you have everything that you need to make it happen. Is that Stonehenge, by the way? It's a little bit like Stonehenge, so that's magical, right? All right, so those cards together alone are just telling me that this is definitely a yes. So you also got the card, the 10 of Pentacles, which is a very positive card for finances, but it's a lot of times represents inheritance. It also represents legacy, like what you're leaving down to the generations that come after you, what you are leaving for them. The pages are, well, this is the minor arcana for Taurus, first of all, but the pages are usually messengers, and so this Page of Swords can sometimes represent a message that's coming in that provides clarity for some kind of situation. The 7 of Wands is a card of holding on to your position. Like there's some pressure here, not to hold on, but you are in the right. So this is saying hold tight, you're in the right. things are going to turn out in your favor. Stand your ground, that kind of thing. And the Hanged Man is a card of, first of all, suspended animation. Nothing is moving forward at this moment, but that gives you an opportunity to look at things from a different perspective. So the Hangman a lot of times it means you're just taking a time out right now from action because you need to look at things a little bit differently, or things have not completely formulated yet. When you're manifesting some things, and when you're manifesting big stuff, sometimes that takes a bit to get all cooperative components to come together. So that in that situation, you'll get the Hanged Man. For some of you, not for everybody. For most of you, I feel like you're asking about some kind of goal, some kind of dream. Definitely the answer for the collective is yes for pile 4. For some of you, this is about an inheritance, and something's going on with this inheritance. There's some pressure for you. There's some pressure on you surrounding this inheritance, and I don't know what that pressure might mean. It might mean they don't want you to get this inheritance. Somebody doesn't want you to have this money. But this is saying you're in the right. Hold your position. Some news is going to come in to provide clarity in this situation, and you will be victorious in the end. You will get this money that is owed to you. This message might bring some information that makes you look at this situation differently from a new perspective that changes the outcome. But whatever is going on with this inheritance, somebody trying to cut you out of the will. Notice this sword cut. Is somebody trying to cut you out of a will? I don't know, but it's not going to work. I do know that. You will be victorious in the end. This is coming. This is yours. This is your divine. The divine has their hand in it. They want you to have this inheritance. You will get this inheritance. All right. So and that's just for some of you. That's not going to be all of you. For those of you that were asking about another wish, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, that's a definite yes. Okay, so for the Angels and Ancestors card, I just asked the question, what words of wisdom can you give to pile 4? And you guys actually got 2 cards. You got the Sun, enjoy success and happiness. And you got the Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. For the Sacred Traveler card, I asked, what action can pile 4 take? And you got choosing your path, all is possible. Okay. There's a couple of things going on here. You guys absolutely, you will be enjoying success and happiness. This money is coming into you. Your wishes are being granted. Everything that you want, you will be successful, and you will be very happy in this endeavor, whatever this is. That you need all these tools to make happen. Again, with the Magician and this choosing your path, this is just telling me that whatever it is that you wish for, you can absolutely do it. Just remember that everything is possible. So dream really big because you're the master manifester right now. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest will absolutely happen. And this card coming out of nowhere, Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved, tells me don't be so focused on your goals, on manifesting your dreams, on getting this money. Don't be so focused on all the material aspects of life that you miss out on this. There are people around you that love you. This is a message of love of all kinds, and that's the people that are in your life, your family, your friends. It is all around you. This is also being open to a romantic relationship. I don't necessarily see one here in the cards. This is saying open yourself up to it. Don't be so focused on all this material stuff that you forget about love, the people in your life, and the people that you want to be in your life. As for astrological signs, we just have the two here, Taurus and Aquarius. So those, you may be one of those, or one of those may have something to do with the question that you asked or something. Okay, I think that's all I have for pile 4s. I'm going to leave it there with you with this very happy and successful yes. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of light and love. Namaste.